danke, dass Sie erstmal auch hier gekommen sind. Wir haben heute Abend eine besondere Abend. Ich darf dann eigentlich auch zwei anwesende Künstler Ihnen vorstellen. Das ist ja auch Herr Peter Backhaus, der steht auch hier neben mir. Er ist auch Künstler, Kunsthistoriker und ebenfalls Musiker und Sänger. Da werdet ihr dann auch nachher dann positiv überrascht von so einem großartigen Künstler. Wir haben Herrn Mikael Jensen, er sitzt da hinten, er ist aus Dänemark, Designer und Künstler und wir haben ihn auch begleitet seit 2 Jahren. Auch im Museum haben wir vorgestellt, genau wie der Backhaus. Und wir haben durchaus auch in China positive Resonanzen bekommen. Nicht anwesende Künstler, das sind 2 Künstler, die Herr Atmani Blok aus Niederlande und Frau Katrín Baldursdóttir. Die ist ja auch Magister in Kunst aus England und die ist leider nicht anwesend und ist auch eine hervorragende Künstlerin. Und da freuen wir uns auch, dass wir diese 4 Künstler heute Abend Ihnen vorstellen.
Ich habe mir überlegt, was ich hier erzählen soll und also meine Art, Kunst zu machen, ist eigentlich ein bisschen umgekehrt. Ich versuche immer zu vermeiden, irgendeine Absicht zu haben, wenn ich was tue. Und das ist immer nicht ganz einfach.
I am an artist and a storyteller, and the thing that interests me is life. It is actually small sequences of life that we take out, and I tell a story about that, I make a painting about that. My aim is that you take this picture and it becomes your own. It becomes something from your own memory or something from your own mind, and then it's your pictures and no longer mine.
Germany, and I moved away from Germany when I was 21 to Sweden, and at that time it was 1968, so it was a revolution in the air and everybody tried to come to a better place. Most of my friends, they just talked, but I really did it. So I moved to Sweden and didn't come back in a way. So there were many years where I didn't want to be connected with having German language, German parents and all that. So from cutting off my roots, really, hard and distinct like that, to integrating the past, all that has happened in German history and so on, was a very, very long process for me. And art did really help me in that process.
It's 4 in the morning, the end of December. I'm writing you now just to see if you're better. New York is cold, but I like what I'm living. There's music on Clinton Street all through the evening. I hear that you're building your house deep in the desert. Are you living for nothing now? Hope you're keeping some kind of record. Yes. And Jane came by with that look on your head. She said that you gave it to her that night that you planned to obey. Did you ever go clear? The last time we saw you, you looked so much older. Your famous blue raincoat was torn down the shoulder.
for having me. It's a great pleasure. My name is Mikael Jensen. I'm born in Denmark. I live approximately half of the time in Spain and the rest in Denmark. I have a career within advertising. I won 40 international creative prizes, but my heart has always belonged to art. The reason for that is that when I was 31 years old, I had 2 heart attacks and a heart stop, and that makes me very anxious. So I had to find out how could I get rid of the anxiety. And one of the ways that was possible was actually to go into a therapy with a Jungian psychologist. This guy, he helped me, and later he became my friend. Jungian psychology is about making or finding the one you really are. So it's making you a whole person. That went very well together with the therapy based on some thinking of Søren Kierkegaard, who is a Danish philosopher. He says that anxiety is unlived life. So what I had to do is I had to find out what didn't I do in life? What was I missing? In order to do that, I had to I had to experience what life is all about. So I started one place. I started finding out what is a good man. I couldn't find any literature. So what did I do? I tried to do the opposite and saying, what is a good woman? What is the kind of woman that I want to be up against? What is the kind of woman that can sort of make me whole, or the one that I really am? Then I went through a lot of other stuff like the rebirth of love. How does that look like today? How do you actually rethink what love is about? One other thing is I made a series called Possible Keys to Happiness. And that was because I wanted to find out how could you get that thrill, that goes down your spine every once in a while, that feeling of happiness. How do you get that? And I did a series of paintings about that. And recently I did one which is about connections between 2 persons. It is in a way fun to think that your friends is actually the one that makes you a whole person. So you are one and your friend is somebody who actually covers the things that you are not yourself.
My name is Katrín Snæhólm Baldursdóttir. I'm an Icelandic artist. I'm living in Sweden now because my husband is working here. It's my story as an artist. I was always very artistic as a child. I loved just dreaming the days away with colors and forms, drawings. I kind of had this probably in a dream or that one day I would become an artist. But I believe I always had this artistic soul. And then when I was 37, this urge came very strongly into my life. It was like a calling. And I just knew I had to leave everything and go to an art school. So we moved, me, my husband and the 4 children, to England, where I went to Emerson College, which is a Rudolf Steiner education for grown-ups, where I did visual arts, drama, storytelling, and then mainly sculpture. This was an amazing time, and I fitted so well into the school because in Steiner you connect everything. The human, the nature, the animal, the planets, the universe, and all these energies that works together. And from that I went up to Oxford Brookes University to study contemporary art. And I had a fantastic mentor, Shelley Sack, who worked and studied with Joseph Beuys for 20 years. In what is called social sculpture, that I did my main thing. That was also something that I felt I was just doing some masters in me. and like the teachers there said, we are not here to put something in you, we are trying to bring something out of you that is you, and an art that goes into the world. So, but somehow the painting has been my main thing last years. We moved to Sweden 2007, and in between we had moved back to Iceland. I was there for 4 years, and then we came to Sweden. I was working in a school with children with autism, and there I saw how amazing tool healing art is. Using art to help children, and it works on so many levels. So I was there for maybe 2 years, and then I had a huge burnout. It was like I was put out of my life into a life that I was not able to do anything. That was a difficult time. I was there for like 3 years, and sometimes I thought I will never come back from this. And then it was January 2018 when I sat down at my kitchen table and I started to paint again. And I am so sure that was my healing started there, to get my health back. It's such a force, healing force in doing art. And I believe that was a big step for me. And also because I was taken out of everything, then when I was coming back, it was very clear to me that I want to be an artist. That's the only thing I want to do now. It's to do art.
My name is Atmani Blok. I am an artist from the Netherlands. I live in Haarlem, which is a city close to Amsterdam. And I've been an artist for as long as I can remember. I studied audiovisual arts at the Gerrit Rietveld Academy in Amsterdam. And I have a passion for contemporary art, especially the combination of analog and digital art. And what I do is often I work with ink, and I make ink splatters, or I let the ink do their work, and I scan this in the computer, and then I work further on it digitally, so I can get unique results that cannot exist in another way. So I like to make use of the contemporary techniques to create new results. I'm very pleased with the exhibition in Hamburg, the NORDIC art, because it's a great opportunity to be part of an exhibition with such great other artists. And I think it looks really beautiful, what I saw at the opening.